Hello and welcome to Bludgeon TV. I'm coming to you right now with a replay cast from last night's Division C Extravagarbanzo. We had so many games last night, it was ridiculous. So a lot of them went uncasted. So here I am right now to cast one of them for you after the fact. Now I have no idea what happened in this game, so you're not going to get any spoilers from me, even though you might know the answers yourselves. I hope that's fun for you. Please don't say in the chat what happened if you know the answer. All right, so let's just get straight into it. I don't have the draft for you right now, so I don't know what heroes were banned. I'm not sure what maps were banned. I didn't want to run into spoilers trying to get at all of that information. Also, just to be totally upfront, I have not really been following Division C, so I'm not super familiar with the teams or the stakes for this game, but I did ask to try to find out what this game was all about. And I was told that the top three teams in Division C were all really close together going into this match. So we had Witch Rhythm and All for Waifu tied for first place, and only 1 point behind them as we go into this match was Durotan's Couch. So they're really hoping to win this match so they can, get in there, maybe even take first place or at least tie for first place if they can just win one of these games tonight. On the other hand, for Clouded Minds, they're a little bit lower in the standings, but they go into this match really wanting to prove their potential and rack up some points for the playoff seeding. All right, so those are the stakes going in. Let's take a look at these team comps. I'm not sure how they were drafted, but we've got, for Durotan's Couch, you've got Anubarak, Kael'thas, Nazeebo, Rhaegar, and Myrddin. So this is actually pretty cool for me. I haven't seen Nazeebo in one of the games that I've casted in a long time, and that's going to be cool because I love Nazeebo. I love the Witch Doctor from Diablo, my favorite character there, and I love Nazeebo in Heroes. I love stacking up the poisons, and everything about him is great. We've got a really strong double tank composition here, Anubarak and Myrddin, so really tough front line for Clouded Minds to deal with. Really strong protection for the Kael'thas and the Nazeebo, and the Rhaegar, standard great healer to back them up. All right, over on the side of Clouded Minds, Stitches, Stukov, Arthas, Chromie, and Greymane. Another double tank composition. Stitches and Arthas providing the front line there. Chromie, backline damage, Greymane, frontline assassination, Stukov, support, and disruption. Speaking of disruption, we'll see what kind of hooks Stitches can get here. Now, Nazeebo is someone who can definitely interfere with Stitches. Just those zombies getting in the way is certainly a nuisance, but if Stitches can get a hold of Kael'thas, that will definitely be juicy. All right, so you know what? Let's just get right into this game and see what the heck happens. So let me get this screenshot out of the way, and we'll get right into the game. All right, here we go. Replay coming at you. Durotan's Couch versus Clouded Minds. On the side of Durotan's Couch, we've got Captain Wedge playing Anubarak. Wild card on Kael'thas. A fish on Nazeebo, Soln playing Rhaegar, big egg roll on that big Myrddin, and over on the side of Clouded Minds, we've got the Great Harry on Stitches, Noah 2 on Stukov. I wonder what happened to Noah 1. We've got Star Knight, is that the name? Star Knight on Arthas, very thematically appropriate there. Swing playing Chromie, and Tigerfish on Greymane. All right, so Tomb of the Spider Queen, here we go. Fast and Furious NGS action coming at you right now. Great Harry looking to see if he can get any hooks or pulls with the bucket, and he lands it on Captain Wedge, but it's Anubarak. So Anubarak just kind of runs away, but does take a lot of damage from the Chromie there. Nicely done. All right, everybody's crowding around this mid lane. Star Knight hanging out in that little bottom bush, seeing if he can get some kind of flank. Captain Wedge still pretty low. Star Knight going to go for it. Gets the Howling Blast onto him, but Chromie misses the... Oh, nice hook onto Soln, but it's Rhaegar. Gets silenced as he runs away. Tigerfish going after him. That Greymane is going deep. Gets stunned up by Kael'thas. Gets healed by Rhaegar, and he is out. Out and about. All right. Sorry, I'm fixing something on a second screen here, which is why the camera is not really following the action, but don't worry about it. We'll be right back to it. All right. My attention is back. Captain Wedge is definitely taking lots of damage this game, but so far not dying. Definitely going for that damage taken MVP card at the end of the game. Anybody in chat, welcome. Glad to see you here. Say hello in the chat room. All right, down bottom, we've got Star Knight versus a fish. I don't know whether to call him a fish or a fish or App Hish. I don't know. You never know with these names. We'll just see. We'll play it by ear. We'll do it live. All right, Chromie landing a Sandblast on absolutely nothing there. Great Harry going in there with a few gems on him. Eggroll just doing a half-hearted channel. It's not going to work, my friend. All right, Flame Strike lands on people, and we see that Convection has actually been taken by Kael'thas, so keep an eye on that. If he can stack that up to 20, that will be a dream. But going against the Stitches, he's going to have to be very careful with that. All right, so far, no one has turned in any gems yet. Not too many have really been collected on either side. Both teams seeming to focus more on just kind of whacking each other. Tigerfish and a fish. I guess we'll go with a fish and Tigerfish just for thematics right now. Star Knight coming back down to the bottom lane to support his preferred fish, the one on his team. A lot of blue people up towards this mid lane here. Great Harry gets stunned up a little bit. Stunned up again. Bounced up in the air. That Stitch's skin is just horrific. Look at this. It's gross. But I do like the bucket. It reminds me of Pull Party, which is the best thing this game has ever done, in my opinion, and probably will ever do. Big Eggroll walking into a nice sand blast from Chromie. Seeing a lot of pings down in this mid lane. What could that mean? Looks like minions are about to get wrecked. All right, so no one really has been able to turn in any gems yet. We're still looking at 0-0. Both teams just kind of soaking the lanes, clearing the minions, collecting the gems, and going to find a time at a later date to turn them in. The XP so far, very even. Kael'thas up to 10 stacks right now in the Convection, halfway there. Had a lot of early stacks, but slowed down a little bit. That's a big whiff on the hook from the Great Harry. Or the Great Harry. Who knows? We can see that Noah, too, has taken the Lurking Arm talent, the Growing Infestation. Lurking Arm's area expands by 50% over 2.5 seconds, but its cooldown is increased by 4 seconds. Now, that is a great talent. I've always liked that talent, even before they nerfed the Spine Launcher talent, which makes his auto attacks ranged. Hey, Big Eggroll 1855. Oh, sorry, it's pronounced a fish. Thank you for that. A fish. All right, got it. Yeah, so the Spine Launcher, you know, the ranged and the slow, it was good. And when they briefly buffed it to do a significant amount of damage, then it was a great talent. But I just love the expanding Lurking Arm. That Silence Circle is so powerful. And, you know, every little size counts. When you can get 2 or 3 people stuck in that thing, huddled around one of these egg baskets, it can just be so devastating. Silence is a really, really powerful effect in Heroes of the Storm. So we'll see if he continues with the Lurking Arm build or goes with something else. The second talent has been the Vigorous Reuptake, which is, you know, allows for really strong burst healing once that gets completed. All right, Kael'thas, up to 12 stacks now on that Convection. So far, Wildcard has not been in any real danger. Great Harry has not managed to land any hooks onto him, despite his best efforts. He's mostly just landed them on Anubarak so far. Great Harry trying to get some turn-ins. It's just not going to happen, my friend. Too many people nearby. Captain Wedge, you like App Hish? Yeah, we'll see. I might just play with it. You know what I mean? Creative license has to count for something, even though it's, I suppose, disrespecting someone's name. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. All right. App Hish, currently sitting on 22 gems. Star Knight trying to turn in his measly 5. It looks like he might be able to do it. So far, Clouded Minds, the only team able to actually get any gems turned in. There's another hook onto Captain Wedge, but it's Anubarak every time. Now, the silence might complicate things, and it does. Anubarak finally goes down. That is a kill. It's a 1-for-1 so far in this game. 1 kill for both teams. Getting that Anubarak down, it always feels good when you can kill a tank. Now, that little notification on the left and the right-hand side of your screen right now tells us that Kael'thas has completed the Convection. So a lot more damage going to be coming out of that guy, and there's no way to turn it off at this point. All right, so like I said, Clouded Minds has been the one to turn in their gems, and we're going to see some red Web Weavers coming out. First Web Weaver phase going over to Clouded Minds. We'll see how much they can get out of it. The first Web Weavers don't typically do all that much, as you know, these objectives in Heroes of the Storm get stronger as time goes on typically. So the first round, not going to do too much, but it's better than the other team getting it. So we'll see if they can get down this top structure. I think they will. They've got a couple people here to support that Spider Queen. Looks like Durotan's Couch mostly just concentrating on that mid lane, clearing the spiders out there. Wildcard and Star Knight down in the bottom lane with that bottom one. Wildcard putting out some really nice damage onto that spider, and that thing is going to go down pretty quickly. Up top, it looks like we lost Stukov. Nazebo got him. I wonder if he got him in one of those patented zombie walls. I guess we'll never know. I could rewind. I suppose that's something I could do with replays. The problem is with this thing, it takes too long, so I'm just going to know. I'm going to say no. It's going to be a mystery. He died. He'll be back. That's what happened. Ooh, Great Harry just missing the hook onto a fish. Gets stunned up, gets stuck in the middle of a zombie wall. That's a lot of attention put onto that Stitches. Tigerfish going in there to defend, put down some return fire onto Big Egg Roll. Chromie gets down the Slowing Sands, but not able to land the Sandblast on top. Scooper Dave. Yeah, KT is living the Convection Dream. He got that completed pretty quickly. So good job by Wildcard getting that done. Wildcard, is he AFK here? All right. All right, both teams sitting on 50-something gems right now. Durotan's Couch has turned in 35 already. We'll see if they can get the rest of them in there. Speaking of stacking quests, how's Chromie doing? Sandblast stacked up to 34 right now. She's got to hit 60 in order for it to start doing stuff. Muradin also stacking up the Stormbolt. That's up to 17 right now. Tigerfish taking a pretty big amount of damage. Great Harry gobbles somebody up, and they're going to be deposited right into the base. But it is a Nubarak. Can he get out of there? Can he tunnel out? No. Nubarak dies again. Now, you'd think a Nubarak would have some sort of advantage, being that this is a kind of a spider-themed map. I don't know how this works. I don't know how any of this works. Anyway, he's dead. All right. Clouded Minds looking to get some turn-ins here. That's 19 gems to go, and they do manage to pull it off. So that's another round of red Web Weavers coming out for Clouded Minds. Durotan's Couch, they got to do something about this here. They got to get some Web Weavers of themselves at some point. All right. Top fort, a little bit vulnerable. Looks like a team fight's going on. A couple people silenced there. Nobody gets hooked. In fact, I think it was one of Anubarak's little beetle scarab thingies that ended up getting hooked by that Stitches. So there's a lot of things to annoy Great Harry here. Oh, Syndragosa gets picked. Gonna shut that fort down and just let the spiders have their way with it. Noah 2 getting stuck in the middle of a lot of people, and that's Stukov dying again, unfortunately for him, and that's going to cause Clouded Minds to have to back away a little bit. Chromie getting some nice poke damage down. Bottom lane, Wildcard took out the bottom Web Weaver solo. Looks like he's going to concentrate on the middle one now, trusting the rest of his team to deal with the top, and it seems like that was a great decision. All right, so really nice defense there by Durotan's Couch. They didn't really lose anything with that Web Weaver phase. A lot of damage onto the top fort, but it did not fall. Mid fort is still alive. Bottom fort is still alive. Wildcard did a great job clearing out mid and bottom there. And look at this Big Egg Roll turning in 35 gems. Boom. Just like that. Blue Web Weavers coming at you. All right, gets the hook onto Muradin, gets the gobble onto Muradin. Going to take him back into the base, but the wall is not there, and it is Muradin, so I kind of doubt it's going to matter. And sure enough, Big Egg Roll just dwarf tosses the heck out of there, and he is fine. All right, let's see how Clouded Minds does on the defense for once. Looks like they're all just sticking up in this top lane right now. We see that Noah 2 just completed the burst heal talent of Vigorous Reuptake. All right, I haven't gone over the level 10 talents. They're down there on the bottom of your screen, but let's just take a quick look. We've got Cocoon, Phoenix, Gargantuan, Ancestral Healing, and Avatar. But there's a team fight going on, so we'll take a little bit of a break. Phoenix has down in the middle of the team, putting persistent damage out onto Swing. Somebody is stuck in a Cocoon. Ancestral Healing goes down onto Captain Wedge, bringing him back up to full health. I think this mid fort is going to go down. Nice Howling Blast catches too. Chromie deals a lot of nice damage onto Soln. But Tigerfish is going to have to try to get away there. Manages to get out the back. Star Knight perhaps going to pay for his crimes? No. Wow. I can't believe nobody died there. Okay, Great Harry gets another hook gobble, but it's on a full health Muradin. So we'll see what happens there. And sure enough, nothing is the answer yet again. All right, the Web Weavers are down, but they did manage to grab that bottom fort. They got the mid fort, and they put... Well, they cleaned out the defenses on the top fort. So far, the blue Web Weavers have done more than 2 rounds of red Web Weavers. But I guess it's no real shocker, considering the first rounds are weaker, and they get stronger as they go. Oh, Curse Bullet whiffed there, unfortunately for Tigerfish. All right, Great Harry is going after Wildcard on the bottom, but he just does not have the support of his team, and he's getting stunned up, bounced up, knocked around, bippity-boppity-boom, and that's going to be Dead Stitches. Big Egg Roll got the Avatar on. He's going to try to get something out of it. Captain Wedge going for the flank in the back. What can he get done here? Goes in onto Tigerfish, and that's going to be a Greymane trying to get out there, desperately knocked up into the air and killed dead. Greymane dead. Muradin now actually just completed that Stormbolt quest, or at least he's got it up as far as that'll go. All right, what are they going to do? Well, they've got another Web Weaver round, so that's it. This is getting a bit rough here for Clouded Minds. This is going to be 2 blue Web Weaver rounds in a row. We saw how much Durotan's Couch was able to get out of their first one just a few minutes ago. Going for another one now. Captain Wedge gets a knock-up onto a couple people. Double knock-up. Great Harry is just really stuck there. Did he get a gobble onto somebody? I'm not sure. Syndragosa used in desperation. Solon slowed. Gobbled up by Great Harry, but he's going to go down, and Solon is exposed. But no one able to kill him. Star Knight goes down. Tigerfish stuck in the middle of a lot of fire damage. Manages to avoid the Flame Strike, but... Clouded Mind's going to... Oh, we did not avoid that one. Kael'thas with a nice flaming kill onto that Greymane. I was trying to find some kind of fire imagery to use for that death, but I couldn't quite get it. Swing with a nice squeal as she gets bounced up into the air on the Kael'thas stun. You know, if it weren't for the fact that you're going to get murdered, I think it might be fun to get stunned by Kael'thas. Just kind of fluttering up in the air on winds. You know, that sounds cool. Problem is then you get burned alive. All right, Kael'thas is starting to really put out some serious damage here. He's got the full Flame Strike build. He's got double Flame Strike. If he hits 2 or more people, it does a bunch of health damage. He's got the Convection completed. We'll see if he ends up going for the level 20 Flame Strike range talent as well. Looking at the damage charts, though, it's actually Nazeebo who's currently topping the charts. All right, Great Harry got a hook and a pull, and it was onto a fish, so that might actually work out. But he activates the stasis. Look at all these people stuck in that Phoenix. Oh, my goodness. Just ruined. Durotan's Couch is doing a great job in these team fights right now. Great Harry gets another pull, but it's... unfortunately, it's not going to matter. All right, so with that last team fight, Kael'thas finally overtook Nazeebo in the hero damage, but it's only by a little bit. And you can see, looking at the damage over... I'm looking at the bottom right stats here, by the way, over on the side of Clouded Minds. I mean, look at the hero damage numbers there, and look at the hero damage numbers over on the left side. Chromie is actually beating both Kael'thas and Nazeebo, but, you know, it's like she's the only one kind of doing it, unfortunately. All right, Greymane hasn't really been able to get as much done this game so far, but it's not over yet. All right, so Durotan's Couch currently in the lead by far. 3 levels up. They just hit level 19. They're going to be hitting level 20 fairly soon. grabbing a bottom mercenary camp for themselves, and they're sitting on quite a few gems, but it's not enough for a turn-in yet. So this will give Clouded Minds a little bit of time to regroup here. They've lost a keep. That mid keep is down. That's going to make sure that they always are kept busy clearing out minions in the middle lane. But, you know, anything can happen. But just taking a look at this, I mean, Durotan's Couch hasn't even lost a fort. And they've wiped out 3 forts and a keep on the other side. So it's not looking good. It's 12 kills to 2. Level 19 to level 16. But that's Heroes of the Storm. Sometimes this happens. All right, Captain Wedge goes in on Tigerfish. Oh, what's a really long-range hook? I think that must be a fishing hook coming out of the Great Harry. But Durotan's Couch is following this up. Look at the Flame Strike. Look at the Phoenix. Look at all of this nonsense damage happening. That's 1 kill, 2 kills. Gonna be 3 coming up. Great Harry waddling away, but Big Eye Roll says, nope, my friend. You are going down into the ground. That's 3 kills now. And it looks like Durotan's Couch is going to walk away with game number 1 on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Really solid game from them. And, you know, Clouded Minds, they put up a fight. They got some hooks. They got a couple of kills, got a couple of gobbles. But in the end, I'd say the team fighting was just way too strong from Durotan's Couch. The Flame Strike damage from Kael'thas, the Phoenix damage, Nazebo really doing tons of damage as well. It's harder to notice Nazebo's damage because Kael'thas puts these huge, big, these bright red circles on the team. So it's just kind of easier to notice what he's doing. But Nazebo was a beast as well. All right, so that's Durotan's Couch taking game number 1 in that series. And I believe that means that this would tie them for first place with Witch Rhythm and All for Waifu. If they lose the next game, if they can win the next game as well, that would actually catapult them into first place, barring any other results that I'm not aware of. All right, so Durotan's Couch, boom, 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 1. Clouded Minds, 0. All right, so let's just go straight into game number 2. Let's take a look at the hero draft they had. I'm going to leave that up for a second while I load the next game and get that all ready to go. Everyone watching in Twitch, hope you're having a good time. I'm having a good time. Like I said, I don't usually cast Division C, so this is fun for me. All right, so the next game is going to be on the Battlefield of Eternity. You know, the weird thing with this map, those big immortal guys are shooting each other the whole time, right? And you'd think they're like super powerful, but they don't do any damage to each other. What's the deal? You know? What's going on there? Is it just that they're like as tough as they are powerful? But if so, you'd think these measly little heroes wouldn't be able to hurt them. I don't know. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Call out Blizzard. Hey, Blizz? Yeah, I think I found a bug in your game. All right. Here we go. So looking at the draft here, again, I don't know the sequence of this draft. I don't know what heroes were banned. So we'll just take a look at the team comps as a whole. We'll start with Durotan's Couch over in the blue. We've got Sonya, Greymane, Tracer, Rhaegar, and ETC. Okay, so this is a fairly different team comp than the last one. Tracer is going to be one to watch here. A Fish going to be playing that Tracer. Greymane pulled away from Clouded Minds. He used it in the previous game. ETC Sonya, yeah, okay, fairly easy to understand team composition. But over on Clouded Minds, this time they took the new Brack. So a few heroes swapping sides here in this game. Noah 2 going to stick to the Stukov. And Garrosh on the Great Harry. So there's something the Great Harry really likes about displacing members of the enemy team. Last time he played Stitches, hooking people, gobbling people. This time he's playing Garrosh, going to be looking to pull in people with the Groundbreaker and throw them into harm's way. Now, they've got some pretty nice follow-up if he's able to do that. Anub'arak is going to be good at keeping that person stuck there. Vala with the Rain of Vengeance going to be able to keep them there. And Li Ming is going to be able to just laser them in the face, presumably. But they don't have, they do have some decent follow-up. No, like, direct stun other than Vala. And I guess Anub'arak if he can land his stuff. All right, so it's Battlefield of Eternity. These guys are going to be battling it out in the middle a lot of the time. And you know what? Let's just see how it goes. So, get that out of the way, get into the game, and get her rolling.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes. All right, so let's start over on the other side with Clouded Minds. We've got Tigerfish playing Vala. Noah 2 on Stukov yet again. Swing playing Leeming. The Great Harry on that awesome-looking Garrosh. And Star Knight on Anubarak. I think that's everybody. Over on the left side, Durotan's Couch. Big Egg Roll on ETC. Soln playing Rhaegar. A Fish blinking around on Tracer. Captain Wedge on that Super Sonya. And Wildcard going to be on Greymane this time. As someone who used to read a lot of comics, I really appreciate that skin. X-Force, Shatterstar, very cool. All right, everybody down in this bottom lane, except for Star Knight, who maybe didn't get the memo, or more likely has gone up there as a strategic decision to try to get extra soak, while the rest of the team... oh, wow, Great Harry got a really nice pull and throw right into the silence from Stukov, and that is First Blood going over to Clouded Minds right away, starting this game up on the right foot for them. That's the thing with this Garrosh, man. You get hooked. You get Groundbreakered, and you're dead. Groundbreaker, and you're dead. It happens so often. And the thing is, not every Groundbreaker has to hit. RK the Pie Maker, welcome to Div C. Should visit more often. Got all the crazy games. Yeah, man. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving this right now. Big Egg Roll's been sitting in this little bush for a long time, but he goes in Power Slide onto Tigerfish. A lot of action down on Tigerfish, gets a lot of hurt, but Noah 2 activates the healing pustule, whatever, and it works. Big Egg Roll gets thrown into the turrets, into a lot of damage, but it is ETC, and he gets away while Vala ends up getting killed with the counterattack from Wildcard. All right, up top, we've got Star Knight and Captain Wedge facing off, killing poor little soldiers. Look at these poor guys.
I shall purge your evil from this land.
All right, somebody's evil is going to get purged, apparently. We'll see how that goes. Big Egg Roll takes some magic damage to the face, but, you know, he plays a sweet lick on his guitar, and he's fine. Wildcard, though, gets wrecked by the Garrosh, but actually manages to get out the backside. At Fish now chasing down Noah 2, and that's going to be a kill from Tracer. Well done there. Pulse Bomb taking Stukov out of the picture. 5v4 on the map. Immortal damage fairly even at this point. Wildcard taking this time to go down and get some split soak action. Tigerfish coming back into the fight. 4v4 in this area at the moment. Sonya just putting some damage down there, but it's, again, the immortal damage is pretty even at this point. So this could still go either way. Both sides clustering around for the offense, and I think it actually might be Clouded Minds who can get this race done. It's very, very close, but they're so far in the lead. Can they keep it up? No. Durotan's Couch getting that final burst damage down. No, it is. Okay, sorry. Clouded Minds did pull it off. They just barely got that immortal, so well done for them. Not much of a shield on that guy, but that's okay. Better to have him with no shield than to have the other guys with a guy. All right, immortal here. Big Egg Roll really loves hanging out in that little place. Makes sense, I guess. All right, look at this damage. Boom. Chopping at those structures with those big swords, and a lot of damage going down. Sonya and Anubarak just staying in that top lane by themselves. Looks like nothing too exciting is happening up there. Big Egg Roll is going to kill Tigerfish, I think. A Fish just going right after that poor Vala, trying to get out the top side. Oh my goodness. Juking around, but it's not enough. Stayed alive longer than I thought she would, but the Vala does die. Both these people up top just a little too tanky for each other. They're just there to soak XP. All right, so it's 3 kills to 1 right now in favor of Durotan's Couch. They're up a tiny amount of XP, but they've lost a tower. Basically, they lost a tower and a wall from that immortal. No big deal. All right, The Great Harry going up does not land the Groundbreaker onto Captain Wedge, but just kind of relieving a Nubarak, allowing Star Knight to get down here to the bottom lane. They're going to swap up the positions, see how that goes. Noah 2 using the Lurking Arm just to farm. You know, that's fine. It's pretty decent AoE damage if you don't think you need it. But you want to have it available for... Well, I was going to say for the Garrosh pull, but Garrosh is actually up top. So I guess it's a bit of a strange move in the sense that, you know, you really hope your Garrosh can get the picks, but I suppose they thought it just wasn't working out. So they switched it. Oh, just short of getting her over that wall. That would have been brilliant. Tigerfish going forward, putting that Hungering Arrow into wild card. And it is the Hungering Arrow build for Vala. What's Li Ming up to? Power Hungry and Triumvirate. Okay. Arcane Orb. Arcane Orb is sweet. Long range blast the ability. It's what you want. Alright, Immortals are back up. Captain Wedge is in a little bit of trouble, but I don't think Great Harry can secure that kill. Now, she's a bit forced out of the action here. Both Immortals down to about half. Looks like Clouded Minds currently has the slight edge on the damage there, but the Immortals going the other way this time. Defensive positions. Which team is going to aggress? Looks like it is going to be Clouded Minds. Great Harry going in first. Big egg roll, power sliding, not catching anybody, getting bounced up a little bit by the Nubarak. Star Knight goes forward, very forward. A fish trying to get around the backside to get some poke onto somebody, gets pulled by the Groundbreaker and blinks away immediately. A Nubarak getting focused, and Star Knight drops. That is one tank down for Clouded Minds. Tigerfish manages to survive the pulse bomb, but the follow-up damage from a fish is too much, and that's 2 down from Clouded Minds, 3 down from Clouded Minds as Garrosh follows shortly thereafter. So looks like it's going to be another Immortal picked up here by Durotan's couch. All right, that's 2 Immortals in a row. We've got lots of blue mercenaries that are also on the offense here. We got some bottom, we got some top. Captain Wedge escorting these ones in. Looks like she's not gone for any kind of Merklord talents, which is fine. Immortal about to show up top here. We'll see how much they can get done with this. ETC, for some reason, still hanging out down in the bottom lane. I guess they're just really wanting to maintain this XP lead. They don't want to give up any minion XP that they don't need to. Deciding the 4 plus the Immortal is enough to push up top, and it looks like that is working out okay. This fort is definitely going to go down. The only question is, are there going to be any kills around this time? Star Knight going pretty forward. Captain Wedge leaps around the backside, and that is a really, really fast kill onto Vala. Star Knight now going to get wrecked, and it looks like this calculation worked out pretty well. So in fact, ETC went with the stage dive and just showed up top. That's why he stayed bottom. Obviously, makes a lot of sense. So level 11 to level 9 right now, looking at the heroics. We've got Leap, Cursed Bullet, Quantum Spike, Ancestral Healing, and Stage Dive. Unfortunately, Clouded Minds still sitting on level 9, does not have any heroic abilities at the moment. All right. I had the wrong scene on there, but I guess that's okay. Great Harry, down here in the bottom. What are you going to do, buddy? Oh, punch that soldier. Take your frustrations out on that guy. Groundbreaker doesn't get anything done. Durotan's couch, going to take this opportunity to grab those bottom mercenaries. The poor goat men. All right, level 10 is about to be picked up here for Clouded Minds, so that will even things up a significant amount going forward. We've got Warlord's Challenge, Disintegrate, Cocoon, Reign of Vengeance, and it's going to be Flailing Swipe for the Stukov. It doesn't seem like Clouded Minds has a great answer to this Tracer right now. Oh! Yeah, see? Got the throw, but Tracer just blinked out immediately. All right, Great Harry and Tigerfish both pretty low here. They're going to have to be careful. All right, Immortal's going to spawn yet again. At least these teams are going in with an even talent tier situation, so Clouded Minds could theoretically come out ahead on this, but definitely the advantage so far has been for Durotan's Couch. All right, a lot of damage going on to this Immortal. All 5 members of Clouded Minds just feeding the damage into this, but Captain Wedge taking the opportunity to grab Mercs rather than focusing the Immortal right away. We'll see if that pressure advantage pays off. If they can stall this out long enough, that definitely works out really well. If you can get mercenaries pushing while teams are kind of battling over an objective, that's a really nice advantage. Captain Wedge here just waiting for the right time. ETC coming in with a stage dive, and that's a kill onto Valor right off the top. The Tracer did die. Swing just shooting that laser all over the place. Captain Wedge gets the Ancestral Healing. She was so low, but did not go down. Harry having to walk away. Flailing swipe to disengage, giving Harry and Swing the chance to back away. Now, while all that was happening, that mercenary camp is just poking around down there, and the blue Immortal is taking more damage so far, but what's going on? What's going on? Everybody just kind of walking around. Swing getting some nice poke damage onto that Immortal from the safe distance. That's what they really need to do. They threw Big Egg Roll in behind, but he just power slides through the team, and like it doesn't even matter. Tigerfish is back. All 5 members are here on both sides. Star Knight is low. Big Egg Roll is a little bit low, but Tigerfish has got to be careful. That Tracer could get in there and just wipe her out. Now everybody's standing in the middle of the red Immortal right now. Defensive positioning for Clouded Minds, but that face melt from ETC just wrecked some people. All right, it's going to be another disengage from Clouded Minds, and it looks like it's going to be Immortal number 3 going over to Durotan's Couch.
We stand victorious.
All right, well, Immortal coming up yet again. Oh boy. Clouded Minds is in a bit of trouble here. They are reduced to just their keeps right now. This Immortal is coming down in the bottom lane, supported by 3 members at the moment. Rhaegar following up behind. Oh yeah, look at this crazy spear. That's a weird bugged graphic. ETC up top, getting the split push going on. He can come in at any time with that stage dive whenever he wants to. Land on somebody's head. Captain Wedge going in. I think the stage dive is probably going to come in soon. Here it comes. Going to land right on top of Garrosh, and that's great. Harry going down. Vala dead. Garrosh dead. Lee Main dead. That's 3 wiped out from Clouded Minds, and this is going to be a destroyed keep. How far are they going to push this? They could try to push for the core here. Immortal getting pretty low on health. Minions coming into support. They've got minions pushing top as well. Only Star Knight and Noah 2 right now to try to defend here. Well, they're going to kill the Immortal, and I guess Clouded Minds is going to back out, grab some mercs, and play it safe for now. I'll take this opportunity to suggest anybody watching the stream, go ahead and click that follow button if you feel up to it. Wow, that was a really nice pull from Garrosh, throwing Sonya behind enemy lines and getting the kill. Could it be another kill now? The taunt. ETC goes down. That's Sonya dead. ETC dead. Clouded Minds coming back here. They say we are not finished with this match yet. Tigerfish leaping after Unbreakable, or Groundbreaker grabs Rhaegar. That's 3 dead now for Durotan's Couch. This game could be turning around here. Now, there's a lot of work to do for Clouded Minds. They still have a lot of structures to get through. They're still down a keep, but they do currently have a 5v2 advantage on the map, so that's good for them. All right, Mercs being picked up on the bottom side for blue, unfortunately, for Clouded Minds, but they're going to get this top fort, I guess, which is definitely something, or maybe they're not. No, they're going to back away and try and get these Mercs. A Fish and Wildcard are here. If this takes long enough, Sonya is going to be able to arrive as well. ETC is up and has stage dive available, so things could get very scary really quickly, and it looks like Durotan's Couch might be setting up for a fight here. All 5 members, well, not quite there. Rhaegar's not there, but Vala is down in the bottom lane taking care of mercenaries, so she will not be able to get to this fight if it comes down to that, but it looks like it's not going to happen as Clouded Minds just kind of backs away. All right, so They got a really nice team fight there to get them at least some breathing space in this game. They were really, really, really pushed back against the wall. But they're not out of it yet. Level 16 to level 14. They're down a talent tier. And, oh man, Durotan's couch made quick work out of that Immortal's health bar. So where are they going to go now? All right, it's a vertical split. Everybody going down to the bottom here. Captain Wedge leaps into the middle of the enemy team, gets a lot of damage put down onto her. Lurking Arm in the middle of things. Swing trying to get some damage out of that laser, but the Pulse Bomb is going to wipe her out. Li Ming is gone. Who is stuck into that cocoon? It was Captain Wedge, who now got taunted, got silenced. Unstoppable and manages to get out alive. Down to 200 health, and it's the Vala that dies. Oh my goodness. Clouded Minds is getting evaporated here. That's a full team wipe. Really well played there by Durotan's couch. I can't believe Captain Wedge got out of that situation alive. So Captain Wedge going to finish this Immortal, but there's not really any need to, as we've got tons of catapults, tons of people. Stage Guy is going to go down, and that's going to be the core dropping. So that's going to be a 2-0 for Durotan's couch over Clouded Minds. Now that is going to give them 3 points, which, if my intel was correct, that means that Durotan's couch rocketed themselves into first place in Division C. Now, I'm not sure if Witch Rhythm and All for Waifu also had a match last night. If so, I have no idea how that went, and I don't know what the standings look like, because, again, I was trying to avoid spoilers for this match. So, anyway, really well played by Durotan's couch. Clouded Minds, that was fun too. There was some nice gobbles, some nice hooks, some nice throws. You guys got some sweet kills in there, and that was a really fun game to cast. So I hope you guys had a fun time watching this replay cast of last night's Division C extravaganza. And stay tuned to all the other casters' channels, to my channels, for more NGS action coming up. Later tonight, maybe. Tomorrow, who knows? We'll see. Follow and find out. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.